Hello Raiders. A big trade comes up as a possibility for one of the Las Vegas Raiders' problems. Welcome to another video with the latest of the day. And if you're new here, don't waste time and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss the latest Las Vegas Raiders updates. An intriguing possibility is looming on the NFL's horizon, involving an unexpected solution to the Las Vegas Raiders' quarterback problem. It looks like a late-season trade could bring some new talent into the squad. The Raiders, constantly struggling financially, would have a chance to resolve their Jimmy Garoppolo dilemma through this trade. Garoppolo is arguably one of the top 20 quarterbacks in the league when he's healthy, showcasing his talent in a tempo-based, pace-based offense focused on the middle of the field. However, his frequent injuries have been a hindrance, prompting the San Francisco 49ers to trade him this season. What if Garoppolo is unable to play? That's where Cooper Rush, the backup for the Dallas Cowboys, comes into play. If Garoppolo is unable to play, the Raiders' fate would depend on Brian Hoyer, which could result in a disastrous season. That would be a worrying scenario for Josh McDaniels, coach of the team, who needs to avoid another terrible year. So it makes sense to consider a deal with the Cowboys to bring Rush to Las Vegas. However, we must face the reality that this negotiation can be tricky. While it's interesting to think of Rush wearing the Raiders jersey, it's uncertain whether the deal would be beneficial for both parties. Desperation can lead to reckless actions, but there are issues to consider. Raiders and Cowboys are in different conferences, which makes trading easier, but the trade itself would be risky for both teams. For the Raiders, that would mean giving up a quality player or a valuable draft pick, which would likely be too high a price for Rush. Furthermore, there are no guarantees that he would solve all the problems of the team, which could still end up being the worst in the AFC West this year. McDaniels' seat would be at risk. As for the Cowboys, their playoff trajectory depends heavily on Prescott, and giving up Rush might not be worth it. While his absence may lead to reconsideration, they compete in a highly competitive division. In general, this exchange would only happen if the Raiders were in a state of extreme despair, like the characters in the movie, The Hangover, in search of their missing friend the day before their wedding. Regardless, it's important to recognize that Rush is one of the best reserves in the league and would bring value to any team that has him on their roster. However, decisions made now should not be taken under the heat of the scorching summer sun, to avoid future regrets. It's necessary to balance the Cowboys' intelligence with the Raiders' prudence before venturing into this potentially risky trade-off. And you, what do you think? Leave your opinion below in the comments.